Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, into my new video. We are going to talk about type of casters. Did you know there is not just one type of caster, but many more? For example, there is play-by-play caster, color caster, interviewer, stage host, stage analyst, analyst desk, desk host, and many more. That's a lot of things you can do as a talent, but we are going to focus mainly on play-by-play caster and color casters. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the like button so you will miss no more videos in the future. Let's begin. Christmas. Okay, the play-by-play casters bring the emotions, bring the excitement towards the action, and he is describing what is going on the server and trying to bring the audience into the game with his energy, with his skill of words, using the words, his wide vocabulary. You have to know when you can be excited and when you cannot be excited, so you need to know the borders where is needed or where isn't needed be excited. So that's very hard, but for the most of the new casters it is the first thing they are learning to do, describing the game, what is going on in the game, and then they are going for another challenges, for another informations, and for another role. So this is the main starting point for many casters, from nothing to be a best play-by-play caster. But another role, the color caster, will be very interesting. So let's jump into color caster, ladies and gentlemen. The color caster is a man, is a caster, is the role where he is filling the gaps between the actions. He is bringing the knowledge, information, analysis, and maybe sense of humor, doing some side tracks to fill the gaps, maybe on end of the round or in the start of the round, or maybe between the action. We are not going to talk about how he is carrying the bomb from the terrorist spawn towards the A side, because it's too away from the action and you need to fill somehow the space, and for that the best position is color caster. But the color casters are mainly the former players, former coaches, someone who knows and have deeply informations about the game, deep knowledge about the game. And for another group of people going into the cast, they do not work on their play-by-play or a wide vocabulary, but they are trying to bring the information for the audience. The audience understand what is going on in the game, and the play-by-play caster asking the color caster what is going on in the game and what is happening there, and the color caster answers the question and bringing the information for the audience, as I told you before. The cooperation, let's talk a little bit of cooperation of these two casters, because in the past it were just play-by-play caster doing the job for both, but nowadays it is split towards play-by-play caster and color caster. So he brought a lot of things from the play-by-play caster. He is mainly focusing on what is going on in the game, and color caster is there for filling the gap, as I mentioned before. But the cooperation of these two is the key for the smooth and the beautiful, not disturbing listening towards the cast and watching the game, because they need to know each other, and the best way to do a pair, and they are casting everything together. They are casting the games together, the tournaments together, every single day time they are casting together, so they know the sense of humor of their partner. They know when to take and give the words, so the cooperation and the smoothness is beautiful, perfect, and everything is set it right. Here in Czechoslovak, it's still not in a pairs, so the partners is not set it and it's still rotating, so someone casting with someone, caster A, and then cast with the caster B, and then with the caster C, and the cooperation, the bond is not made, and then it's pretty hard to do anything. And of course, when you have some distance and you are casting online, there is 1 second delay and it can cause a little bit of troubles when you are jumping into the words of someone else, and you cannot hear when he is pausing and he is going to continue his sentence because you didn't react for his pause and giving you the word. So that's a little bit more complicated. I don't want to bother you with this. Maybe in another video we are going to talk about benefits of casting from home and casting from studio. That's a great idea for your video. Thank you very much, guys. Hit the like button once again. If you didn't do that, you do it right now because you gave me a beautiful new idea for new video. Thank you very much. But here in Czechoslovakia, it not set it the pairs, and even we not set it the main our main role. The casters are casting in one match. They are casting play-by-play and color cast. They are switching it during the game. So they started with the play-by-play, then switching it to the color cast. And sometimes you don't know if you are going to cast the play-by-play or the color cast. You are going to fill the gaps or taking the actions. And the worst scenario what is happening here in Czechoslovakia, sometimes they gave you a play-by-play caster. I recognize myself as a play-by-play caster mostly, but a good caster needs to know the color cast and play-by-play cast and maybe another things on stage or on the desk, but it's another story. The first thing is when organizer gives play-by-play caster to the play-by-play caster, and they are fighting for the actions. They are trying to take the best actions for themselves, and sometimes it is just describing what is going on the server. No information, no sidetrack, no analysis, nothing. Just talking about what you can see. Example, you are going to talk about bomb on T-spawn, so the terrorist in Counter-Strike. Of course, there can be another things, maybe passing the ball on your side in the football, but you are going to talk about nothing. And of course, it is going to be boring for your audience, and that can cause to leave them your stream. And you need to think about that there are set roles in the Counter-Strike, on other sports. It can be amplified. Everything I'm talking about can be amplified in many various sports and games. So if you are not caster from Counter-Strike, you can also use it in your sport, in your game. So I hope you learned something, and if you have some questions, you can ask it in the comment section. I will answer every single, because still there are not many questions, so be free to comment and give me some feedback. I will be very happy, and thank you for your attention once again. See you later, alligator, and thank you for everything.